Gather round, disheveled ones, and happy Valentine's Day.
Love is in the air, but so is mayhem and disturbance.
Someone left this. I mean, it was just sitting here. And, yeah, I don't think I can open that. That's, it's a little frightening.
We are going to do a killer movie tonight. 1981 classic slasher, My Bloody Valentine.
It was released on February 11th. I'm hoping my friend Trent will tell you who directed it, because I can say his first name, George, but there is no fucking way I'm gonna be able to say the last name.
Directed by Canadian-Hungarian director George Mahalka, who he was a pretty prominent filmmaker, but this was his biggest achievement, I think, in the horror genre. And then you had Stephen A. Miller, who wrote it, and John Beard, who did the screenplay on it, and he went on and did, some more stuff with slasher flicks that were developing in the genre. So that was really awesome that he did that. The production, you had John Dunning, who he went on to start a production company, Cinepix or something, I think it was called, and like they did Meatballs, the comedy movie. So I'm sure you guys have all seen that. So yeah, we got a pretty good cast here with producing and writing credits and all that.
This was filmed on location in Canada. It was actually filmed, it was in Nova Scotia. It was actually filmed at a mine, and they actually, how many times was that actually already? They scouted this mine and really liked the rugged look, the wore out look that this mine had. But when the locals heard they're filming a movie there, they came through and like made it beautiful, and they were proud of this, and they just made it look new. And well, when the studio got there, or when they got there to film the movie, they were like, "What? This is not what we fucking saw," and they actually had to spend more money just to dirty it up again, make it dingy, because that's what they wanted. They wanted a rundown mind. So there you go.
You have a really interesting cast too. You have Neil Affleck, who plays Axel. He's an animator. He actually went on to do things for The Simpsons, and I think maybe Family Guy. A lot of big shows like that. And you have Lori Hellier, who plays Sarah. She actually, this was probably her biggest thing she's known for, but she went on to do some other things sporadically in the 80s, 90s, and even recently. And then Peter Crouper as the crazy miner. Just an interesting cast. So without further ado, let's get into 1981, My Bloody Valentine.
So it just says that it is Thursday, February 12th. Kids, what is tomorrow? It must be Friday the 13th.
What a bunch of Canadian rednecks. It's like, man, they're like flying down, like hubcaps and shit rolling off the car, man. Like, if you look in the distance, you see a guy in the warehouse, and he's like shaking his fist at them and shit, and they're just like kicking each other in the ass. Like, if I didn't know any better, I think I was in Hartselle, man. Alabama, man. These guys are nuts.
So we just met Howard. He's the guy that comes in with the little heart glasses. He actually was in First Blood, and Stallone broke his nose. Accidentally, of course, but Stallone broke his nose in First Blood. Thought that was pretty cool. I'm with you guys with your moose heads. I wish they didn't change their logo. The logo is like lame these days, but I'm with you. Cheers.
I really liked this scene where they find the miner in the cave, like the flash of just madness, and the cannibal scene where it looks real. You got watch hanging off the arm dangling. That's like a kind of reminds me of something I'd see back in a Fangoria magazine, like still shots they do it back in the day, man. I liked Fangoria, man. That was a cool magazine. Like, I bought some of them. I didn't collect them, but I love to look at them, man. They were really, really awesome.
So I've read everything from there were 5 minutes cut from the film to there were 9 minutes cut from this film, and I've also heard it was to achieve that R rating and not have the X rating. But I've also heard where I guess the director said it was the cuts were linked to the murder of John Lennon. That, you know, after his murder in December of '80, they frowned upon violence in movies. I mean, I don't know what it is. I am watching the Scream Factory Blu-ray. For you long-time watchers, I actually you've probably seen my Thursday Blues of that Blu-ray. I'm watching the 93-minute version, the unrated version, which is not the 5 minutes that I heard was cut or the 9 minutes that I heard was cut, but it's the longest version, the longest cut I have, and the longest cut that I know that's even available.
Man, I love this whole scene. It's just awesome where he goes into Madame Mabel's laundromat, and there's upside down hearts and Valentines, man, that pink and red. Yeah, that whole thing's just the way they did that. They incorporated it in there's awesome. And of course, when he opens the dryer and Madame Mabel falls out where he's just put her in there and dried her up, that's so freaking awesome. Great scene. This
is one of those movies that I have a distinct memory from whenever I was a kid. My mom was watching it on cable one night, and it was real late at night. I was I wasn't a teenager yet. I was 10 maybe or something. I don't know. Don't remember exactly how old I was. But I came in there and she was watching this in the living room, and I just kind of watched. I came into the part where you have the dryer going, and you know, the body in the dryer. And as a kid, I was like, holy shit, you know. That as a kid, that was like, it was scarring, but then it also just like triggered me like to think, I'm gonna be with horror for a while. A lot of Horror Buddies fans love to know what we snack on while we watch our films.
All of this, these bloody Valentines and bloody hearts got me wanting Valentine's Day candy, man. I usually like Red Hots around this time of year. I don't know why. The cinnamon Red Hots. They I don't know, I guess they just remind me of, you know, red, like, hot love, you know, so, yeah, I couldn't really find any ones, the little small ones I like, but I found these hot tamales were kind of like similar to them, but more chewy. They're actually really good. I like them, and then I also had to do the cutie hearts. Ones like you used to give your friends when you were a kid and stuff, and write little letters to them like they're doing in this movie, you know, in the card, you know, just sweet stuff. But what the hell? Wink wink. Oh damn, these are hard on my whole ass teeth than they used to be. Hug me. Yeah, these are fun, man. These are really fun. I'm enjoying it tonight watching this great gory ass movie.
Now you guys, You think that's what I'm going to be snacking on, don't you? I told you, I am not opening this. I've seen this movie before. I am not opening this fucking thing. Just not going to do it. But I do have something sweet. Got me a nice little platter of Valentine's goodness here. So, you know, that's how Dad's gonna play today. This fucking scene is fucking amazing. So, he's shoving his head into a hot dog pan, and it's like boiling his face. I just wish he would have bit down on a fucking hot dog. George, why the fuck not, man? Should have let him bite down on a fucking hot dog as it was cooking and he was burning.
Sarah says, I have my own mouth, thank you. Dude says, then why don't you use sample there waiting to happen? Or maybe it has been sampled before. I don't know. It would be a good one.
Guys, there's one thing that you can always count on Trent and I to point out, and that is, and if we ever miss one, please yell at us in the comment and let us know that we missed this. But, you know, producer Jamie and Trent love Days of Our Lives. And Sarah was actually in Days of Our Lives back in the 90s. She was like, well, I believe IMDb says like, you know, over 40 episodes. So, you know, there you go. Now you know there is a Days of Our Lives connection in My Bloody Valentine. You're welcome. Chief Newbie, he may has the worst wig on known to man. I mean, it's so bad. But let me tell you what he is awesome at. The dude does a lot of he did a lot of voice acting. He was actually Sabretooth in the X-Men, the animated series from the 90s. So
that was My Bloody Valentine. That is a great, great movie. I really dig it.
Such a violent, awesome slasher flick from 1981. The year of Insane Sis's birth.
One thing that makes you want to do is eat hot dogs and drink Moosehead beer, man. They drank the hell out of Moosehead. Some of the acting, I think some of the actors were better, maybe more seasoned than others, but the plot was so good. It was like a, you know, it had a little love story in to go with the mayhem and the, you know, and that was awesome. I enjoyed that.
So many good kills in that movie. It's really hard to pinpoint my favorite. But so I'm gonna go ahead and say the pickaxe to the jaw where it came out the eyeball with the eye coming out. I think that was probably my favorite kill. But a very, very hard honorable mention will be the not really the kill, but the aftermath of the lady that was in the dryer. That scene to me is, you know, as I mentioned earlier, you know, that was like kind of a big thing for me as a kid. So that's definitely an honorable mention.
All in all, this is definitely a movie that I think people should watch. Because it went an own too, and I'll watch and own because it went a long way toward establishing the formula for the slasher movie genre.
What did you guys think about My Bloody Valentine?
And as we promised, we are gonna read some of the questions you submitted to the Horror Buddies on the air. This one here comes from producer Jamie, who asks, who is your favorite final girl and why? Ooh, that's a tough one, man. I'd have to go with probably Daniel Harris and as Jamie Lloyd in Halloween 4 and 5. Just because she was such a little girl and so much trauma, you know, and And two, in her real life, she's like just awesome. She went through trauma with a stalker. I don't, you know, that she had that whole thing, and she didn't like run from it. And you know, just I admire her. She's just really badass, and she did a great job, you know, doing Jamie in Halloween 4 and 5, and she's just really killer. And two, uh, Scout Taylor Compton in Rob Zombie's Halloween's I really like a lot because how, you know, knowing your Angel Myers and you survive that and stuff, and you know, even though she wound up in the nut house, I mean, like, you know, man, that's a lot to deal with. So I'd say it has to be Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton and Danielle in Halloween 4 and 5, and Scout Taylor Compton and Rob Zombie's Halloween. So yeah, that's mine.
For the favorite final girl and why, I have to go with Mia Allen from the remake of The Evil Dead. Jesus Christ, I mean, that chick went through a lot of shit. She was trying to kick drugs. She had to fight demons. She got possessed by a demon. She fucking lost a fucking hand. I mean, Jesus fuck, man. I mean, she went through a lot of shit. So, that's why. I mean, dude, and that movie is brutal. If you don't fucking like that one, check your hater at the door and just fucking watch it with fucking fresh eyes. Fucking forget the Raimi classics, because I mean, they're fucking amazing. This is not replacing the Raimi classics, but it's fucking good.
Another question from Superfan Lisa. She asks, which horror movie villain do you think would be the best lover and why? That would have to be Leatherface for me, because I just think like Chainsaw, he would just like fuck your guts out and just tear you apart, like you try to do or wanted to do to poor Caroline Williams in Texas Chainsaw 2. Yeah, I think Leatherface would be hell on wheels, man.
Now, I'm gonna answer that two ways. Way one, I'm gonna answer the male aspect, what Mel I think would, and that would be Frank Cotton from Hellraiser. I mean, that dude was a suave lover. I mean, yeah. And then for the female, it would be Angela from The Night of the Demons. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, just her dancing to Ball House. Oh, God. That scene is fucking hot, dude. It's awesome. So I think they will make the best horror villain lovers. So, guys, thank you for your awesome questions. And I hope I didn't disappoint you with my answers.
Two, I want to send a shout out to my boy Josh Burnett. Thank you for the Facebook meme of the miner for our special on Valentine special, My Bloody Valentine. That was really cool. Josh is my boy. I miss him, man. We've watched a lot of horror movies together growing up. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with you guys doing this and watching this tonight. I hope everybody's safe and having a good kick-ass Valentine's Day month. We'll be back. Till then, love you guys. Peace out. And you know what my brother says, stay
spooky. Horror buddies out. Guys, if you can hear that, that's producer Jamer. Had one too many moose heads tonight.